Good afternoon, everyone. I'm by the name of Winnie and I'm back with Literacy A, P.3. So today we want to talk about water. We want to talk about water. Water. Everyone knows what water is. We drink water. Someone always tells you water is life. Water is life. But we want to know the real definition of water. What is water? What is water? What is water? So, water is a colorless, transparent and odorless liquid. Water is a colorless, transparent and odorless. Water is a colorless, transparent, and odorless liquid. When you talk about colorless, what do we mean? Something that has no color. Something that has no color. That is it, colorless. For example, a glass window, a glass that you always taking with water, a drinking glass, and many others. So those are the colorless things. So water is a colorless liquid. It is also a transparent liquid. What is transparent? Something that allows light to pass through. Something that you can see through easily. So that is something called transparent. And then odorless. What does odorless mean? Odorless means, it comes from the word odor, which means smell. It comes from the word odor, which means smell. And odorless means it has no smell. Meaning that water is colorless, it has no color. Transparent, you can see through easily. And then odorless, it means that it has no smell. So water is a colorless, transparent, and odorless liquid. Water is a colorless, transparent, and odorless liquid. Let us look at the sources of water. Sources of water. When you talk about sources of water, what do we mean? Sources, those are the ways, so those are the places where we get water from. The places where we get water from are the things that provide us with water. Things that provide us with water. So what are they? So there are two sources of water. There are two sources of water. What are the sources of water? We have what you call the natural sources of water. We have the natural sources of water. And then we have the next one called the artificial sources of water. We have the artificial sources of water. So we have said that there are two sources of water. We have what's called the natural sources of water and then the artificial sources of water. Now let us begin with the first one, which are the natural sources. The natural sources of water. First of all, you need to understand what are natural sources of water. Natural sources of water are the sources of water made by God. Natural sources of water are the sources of water made by God. These are sources of water made by God. Natural means God made. Natural means God made. That's why we are saying natural sources of water are sources of water made by God. So what are these examples of natural sources of water? The ones that God made or the ones that existed on their own. Most people believe that they existed on their own, those that don't believe in God. So, how the examples of the natural sources of water? Of natural sources of water. What are these natural sources of water? The first natural source of water we have the rain. The first natural source of water we have the rainwater. The rainwater, which is the main natural source of water. The rainwater as the main natural source. As the main natural source. The rainwater as the main natural source. Why do we call it the main natural source? Because all the other sources get their water from the rain. All the other sources of water get their rain, so they get their water from the rain. So meaning that rain is the main natural source of water because it supplies all the other sources with water. So rain is the main natural source of water because it supplies all the other sources of water with water. So another source of water which is natural, which is God made, we have the river. We have the river. We have also the lake. The lake. A river is a mass of flowing water. A river is a mass of flowing water. And then a lake is the water which we find in form of a basin. A deep water we find in form of a basin. That is a lake. Then we have another source of water which is we have the pond. We have the pond which is natural. We find it there. It is also natural. It is also made by God. Then we have another source of water. Another source of water called the spring. Another source of water called the spring. That is natural. The spring water is also natural. It's most of it, some of them are hot. They have the hot springs. They provide hot water. The ones which are boiling, you see boiling as if it is in a stove. It is in a microwave and many others. So you find that the water which is in the spring or the spring water, some of them are completely or extremely hot. So another one, and the spring water is always coming from the underground. It's always coming from the underground. Then we have another source of water which is called the sea. We have another source of water which is called the sea. And then we have another called the ocean. We have the sea and the ocean. So those are some of the natural sources of water. We have the river, we have the lake, we have the pond, we have the spring, we have the sea, and then we have the ocean. Then we go to the next one, which is the artificial source of water. The artificial source of water. What are the artificial sources of water, and what does word artificial mean? The word artificial means man-made. The word artificial means man-made. So if you talk about man-made, so what are artificial sources of water? Artificial sources of water are the sources of water made by man. Artificial sources of water are the sources of water made by man. These are sources of water made by man. So these are the sources of water made by man. So examples of these artificial sources of water, or the sources of water that man made. Man stood up one day and said, no, I'm going to make an artificial source of water. Why? Because maybe the river is very far. People cannot travel to the river to pick water. The lake might be too far. People cannot go up to the lake and get the water. The pond might be very far. The spring might be very far. The sea, the ocean. And not everywhere in the world that we find the sea, not everywhere that we find the oceans. So, now man sat down and said, no, I need to do something to make life easier. So I need to make what we call the artificial source of water, which makes it easy for people to pick water, to collect water so that they can use it for their own benefit. So, what are these artificial sources of water? Examples of artificial sources of water. Examples of artificial sources of what? Of water. We have the first one, which is called the ground well. That is the groundwater. So we have the well, or we can call it the well, which is called the groundwater. Then we have the tube well. We have the tube well. We have the tube well. That one is another word you can use. We are used to mean the tube well is called a stream. That's pipe. It is a pipe which is made in form of a steel. You just fix it under the ground and it will just push up the water in a high speed, sometimes in the slow speed, but so most of them they come in a high speed. That is called the tube well. You just, if I can draw for you the picture, this is the ground, or this is the level of the ground. You just fix the pipe inside here like this, or that steel pipe, and then the water will just keep on flowing. It is a non-stop flowing water. It flows every time from morning to sunset at night without anyone stopping it. So that is called the tube well. Then we have another one. We have another one called the borehole. We have another one called the borehole. A borehole is also a man-made source of water. It is an artificial source of water. It also picks the water from the underground. And then we have the last one. The last one, which is called the dam. The last one, which is called the dam. So those are some of the artificial sources of water. Those are the water or the sources of water that are made by man. We have the groundwater, the tube well. We have the ground well, tube well, borehole, dams, and many others. Then we have another one called the tap. The tap or the piped water. The piped tap or the piped water is not, we don't consider it an artificial source of water. Why? Because it is just a water reservoir. It just keeps water. Why don't we call it an artificial source of water? Why don't we say it is also a source of water? Because it is not a source of water, because it is just a water reservoir. It just keeps water, it just stores water. That's why we don't call it a source of water. So if you're writing a tap as a source of water, it is wrong. Never do that. Thank you very much. Now let us look at the uses of water. Uses of water. Uses of water. What are the uses of water? One, water can be used for, water is used for transport. Water is used for transport. For example, the water in the river, the lake, they're used for transport, especially those transport means like the ferries, the boats, and many others, the yachts, and many other means of transport that travels in water. So for them, water is used for transport. Then another one, water can be used for running machines. Water is used for cooling, it Water is used for cooling machines. Water is used for cooling machines like vehicles. Ask daddy, ask mommy, they'll tell you. In front of the car, you open the front part, there's something inside it, there's a jerrycan inside it that stores water. If you ask mommy what is the use of that water that you find in the car, that water is used to cool the car because it can become very hot, and at the end of the day it might end up causing a problem. So water is used for cooling machines, for example, the vehicles. Then water can also be used for domestic use. Water is used for domestic use. Water is used for domestic use. For example, what do you mean for domestic use? Domestic use we mean for home use. Okay. Water helps in domestic use. Water helps in domestic use. For example, what do you mean by domestic use? When you talk about domestic use, we are meaning home use, meaning that we use water at home. Like what can we use water when we are at home for? We use water for example, we use water for bathing. All those ones are domestic use. We use water for cooking. That is domestic use. We use water for washing. We use water for washing. We use water for cleaning. For cleaning the house. We use water for washing clothes, utensils, and many others. So those are some of the domestic use of water. The domestic use for water, we have bathing, cooking, washing, cleaning. For cleaning the house. Cleaning the house. Then water can also be used for watering plants. Water helps plants to grow well. Water helps plants to grow well. Water helps plants to grow well. And then another use of water, we can also say that water is also used to cool weather. Water is also used to cool weather. For example, which water is used to cool weather? The rainwater. So the rainwater is used to cool the weather. Rainwater is used to cool weather. Rainwater is used to cool the weather. For example, right now it is very hot, but when it starts raining right now, you see how people will run for their sweaters, for their jackets, and many others. So rainwater is used to cool the weather. And then rainwater also fills the water body. Rainwater also helps to fill the water body. Rainwater helps to fill the water body. For example, the lakes, the rivers, the seas, and many others. So we are looking at the importance of the uses of water. The rainwater helps to fill the water bodies like lakes, the rivers, the seas. Rainwater is used to cool the weather. Water helps plants to grow well, it helps us in germination, even in photosynthesis. Then we have water helps in domestic use, that can use water at home, for example, for cooking, for bathing, for washing, for cleaning the house, and many others. Then we have water is also used for transport. Water is also used for cooling machines, for example, the vehicles. The animals also get water for drinking. Animals also get water for drinking. So, animals get water for drinking. So those are some of the uses of water. Those are some of the uses of water. So at the end of this session, you're going to get down your notebook. You're going to write down these simple questions. You answer them according to the way you've understood. So while we have the questions, that is the activity. So just pick out your book, pick out a notebook, then you write down these questions. After writing them down, you can answer them according to the way you've understood. So the first one is, what is water? What is water? Number 2, what does the word order mean? What does the word order mean? What does the word orderless? What does the word orderless mean? What does the word orderless mean? Number 3. What are natural sources of water? What are natural sources of water? Number 4. List down 2. List down 2 examples of natural sources of water. Or water. Number 5. What is the main natural source of water? Main natural source of water. What is the main natural source of water? And number 6. Mention any 2 uses of water. Mention any 2 uses of water. So you pick your notebook, list down these questions, and then you answer them accordingly. So thank you very much for listening. We shall meet next time. All the best.